Well, hello, footy tippers, and welcome along to NRL Round 3. And my man redeemed himself late in the week of Round 2. Got a couple of very, very nice winners, including the Canberra Raiders. You tipped them, I reckon not many people followed you in.
No, that's right. Newcastle was a good victory. None from 3 to start the weekend. I was nervous, Russ. But I'm starting to get a feeling I've picked sides. I've got some rhythm. I've got some confidence, and this week will be pretty perfect, I think.
I think this is the test. The Tigers, who are fantastic against the Titans on Sunday, take on Souths, who have some issues in Friday night football. This will be an interesting start to the weekend.
It will be, yeah. Obviously, the Tigers, the last few days, got a lot of dramas off the field. Some unknowns in their future.
I don't think the players care about that, though.
Oh, I think they do. I think they've already been told that Concord won't be their training facility next year. There's a lot of... If you're thinking long-term, you're starting to think, is it this my new home? So I think Souths will win. I can't imagine Maguire being happy with a loss like last week, and they'll bounce back South to win.
The Broncos were terrific last weekend and currently sit second on the table. They host the Roosters, who are the just indestructible against a very ordinary Parramatta.
Well, they made Parramatta look ordinary because of how good they were. They were big, they were physical, they were back to their best. So Roosters to win this one again. Broncos have been gallant, defensively been good, but they just can't score too many points. So Roosters victory.
That's the problem with the Broncos. If a team scores 3 or 4 tries, then how are they going to beat them?
I don't think they will in the current climate. It's gritty and hard fought at the moment, but they need to score points, and against a very good Roosters side, they'll struggle to score.
Probably one of the most unluckiest losers last week was the Penrith Panthers. Went to Melbourne, gave them a dozen start and almost knocked them off, and they take on the Bulldogs, who bounced back on Monday night. Yeah,
Dogs bounced back, and it was against an ordinary Sharks side, so I'm not going to take too much into that. I only think Penrith were the best losers of the round. You talk about gave up 12 start, they gave up about 19 penalties as well, so they were hard done by. So Jamie Soward's back in the side this week, which is good news. I think the Panthers will win at home. Yeah,
it's interesting to see how the Monday night hoax continues in season 2014 as well. The unbeaten Dragons, wow, would have got 50 to 1 that after the start of the year, I'd imagine. They are away to the Sharks, who have just got nothing going for them at the moment.
No, Todd Carney back, but that's
about it.
That's about it. There's a lot of dramas there at Cronulla. Can you imagine the Dragons going none from 3? I can, because I'm going to tip them at Raimonda Stadium.
I'll just pick you up there, going 3 from 3. Not none from 3, 3 from 3.
3 from 3. I think the Dragons are specials.
Yeah, I think they are too. I mean, they've scored 30 points both times. They've got the best for and against in the game, and why wouldn't you back them?
You'd have to back them, and Cronulla are in a hole, and a big hole.
Okay, the Cowboys have probably got the easiest game of the weekend at home against an out-of-form Warriors.
A disappointing Warriors. If Matthew Elliott's not got his job on the line, it should be after this week if they get flogged by the Cowboys. Cowboys were disappointing against the Broncos last week. They just haven't hit their rhythm yet in attack. When they hit their rhythm, they'll score plenty of points. Warriors poor defensively. Cowboys, big victory.
Sunday afternoon at Brookie, Manly and Para, the old rivals.
Yeah, it'll be great. I think it'll be one-sided though. I think Parramatta will respond. It'll be interesting whether Brad Arthur hits him with a stick for getting flogged or cuddles him and sort of tries to get that confidence back. So I would think Manly will kick forward. Great football side. All footballers, natural football players, and King was brilliant last week. Manly victory.
Okay, and your mob Canberra and the Titans, who were just awful in the heat, but no excuse. Canberra were very good at Newcastle.
Well, Canberra have been enthusiastic and gritty for 2 games. They've won 1 and lost 1 to the Cowboys. I think the Titans were extremely poor in the first 2 weeks. It's hard for them to turn that around. They don't look like they've got much structure. First home game for Canberra. Ricky Stewart returns to his own home, and I think they'll win the game.
Ricky Stewart Park, it's now been renamed. And Monday night football, the Melbourne Storm, they got away with it against disappointing Newcastle, and there's some issues there as well.
Yeah, Melbourne to win, certainly at home. They just know how to win any game, Melbourne. They're at home, Newcastle, a lot of dramas, struggling, and I think they'll struggle to win away.
Okay, let's have a look at the Nodsters tips for Week 3. Souths, Roosters, Panthers, Dragons to continue their unbeaten run. The Cowboys probably the lock of the week. Manly, the Raiders to win again. And Melbourne at home Monday night. Is the Cowboys your lock?
Cowboys is my lock, special the weekend.
We'll see you next week for more at footytips.com.au.